Consider a cash value life insurance or life insurance retirement plan. This is one area. So tax efficient planning, financial planning in general, but funding a life insurance policy or cash value life insurance policy, that is something I hear all the time. People say, I wish I would have done this when I was much younger. Why does that make a difference? Well, it's time in, right? That's an investment. You're using it as an investment that grows tax-free over time. It actually grows tax-deferred, comes out tax-free if it's structured the right way. I have that caveat. It has to be a properly structured cash value life insurance or life insurance retirement plan. But nearly everybody I've talked to about this said, well, geez, it would have been better if I would have done it when I was younger. So that's another critical item that can have a significant impact. So learn it now or teach your. I know that not many 25-year-olds are watching this YouTube video right now. I hope you are. But you may have children or grandchildren, you folks, who this could benefit, and share it with them. But consider a cash value life insurance or life insurance retirement plan early on, because not only will your cost of insurance be lower, what it costs to give you that death benefit that must be associated with the life insurance, but you have longer time to invest in the policy. And when, hopefully at the end of your working years, you're going to have a lot of money that's available tax-free if you do it right to take out of that life insurance policy. And if God forbid something happens to you along the way, you've helped to take care of your heirs and the people that are important to you by having that life insurance policy. If Roth makes sense for you, pay attention to some things. I'm a big fan of Roth IRAs, Roth conversions, tax efficient planning, but folks, you can overdo it and you can do it the wrong way. We've talked before about IRMA, income related monthly adjustment amounts, where, you suddenly hit this cliff and you pay a lot more money than you should have in IRMA costs. I see that all the time. People come to me and they say, I heard about these Roth conversions. I did $1 million conversion last year. Holy cow, it cost me a lot more money than I thought it was going to be. Where in fact, they didn't need to do $1 million conversion. They could have done less and still had a good plan, but saved themselves some money along the way. You may not have the problem with IRMA because IRMA is related to Medicare, but you may lose tax credits. You may lose tax deductions if you drive up your modified adjusted gross income or adjusted gross income to a higher level, because now you're investing in Roth IRAs or Roth 401ks without considering the tax effect now. So I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying look at all the considerations of doing it. And you can, get yourself a good planner, get yourself a good financial advisor. And that's the other thing. Have a plan and work with a qualified financial planner. I talk about the team all the time in my classes. So we talk about a retirement team, but it should really be not if you're just, you could be 25 years from retirement, 35 years from retirement, but you should still have this team. The financial advisor should be a CFP. It should be a certified financial planner. If you want to do tax efficient planning, they should focus on tax efficient planning. Be part of Ed Slott's Master Lead Advisor Group. Be part of David McKnight's Power Zero Mastermind Group, something like that. But specialize in that area. You're going to want a lawyer that you may not need all of the resources of your attorney, but you might want to just start pecking around to see who you know in the area. I just had somebody I talked to a week ago that said, listen, I don't need this attorney that's going to do all of this work. I just need a simple will. I need this. I referred him to somebody in my Rotary Club. So that's, a younger attorney who's starting out. That would be a really good match for somebody who's a younger investor, because you can grow with that person. So you need a qualified attorney and you want a CPA. Spend a couple $100 a year. It's going to cost to have this person keep you on track, to make sure you're doing the right things and you're keeping, you're not falling behind. You're not missing opportunities. Find the right CPA, because you want a CPA who's got a planning mindset. And you want all these people working for you. You want them all communicating about what your needs, goals, and objectives are. Not individually, not in conflict with each other. You want those all working with you. And there's no reason not to build that team when you're a younger investor, because having that plan, if you listen to the webinar that we started, I said, how do you avoid these issues like holding too much cash? Like when you have analysts competing with different ideas. I should be an overweight international. I should be underweight bonds. I should be overweight bonds. Professionals can't even agree. Well, how do you manage these things? You have your plan develop or drive your investment decisions. And you want your team to be involved in that plan to help drive those decisions. But invest as much as you can. Have a plan, set goals, define those goals, set it on autopilot, review it every year. So it shouldn't be autopilot for the next 25 years or you're probably going to be behind. Set it on autopilot and check in at least annually. And of course, if there's big changes in your life, you get married, redo your plan. You have children, redo your plan. You move, redo your plan. All these different things. Develop this team because you have people you can come to and you can ask important questions. What happens if I sell this home and I buy this home? You know, I had a really smart individual, a friend of mine. I was out on a bike ride with him and he was talking about selling his investment property. He sold an investment property, one investment property. He bought another investment property. This person had been a friend of mine for probably, 5 or 10 years. And we're riding along. And I said, how did you do that? Did you do a 1031 exchange? He said, a what? Well, 1031 exchange allows you to exchange the increased value of the investment property that you sell into the new investment property that you bought. He never heard about that. He didn't have a team like this. He's still 15, 20 years from retirement, but he should have a team in place because if he would have picked up the phone and called his financial planner, if he would have picked up the phone and called his CPA and said, hey, I'm doing this, hopefully that person would have said, you should consider this. So you want that team set up and ready to go. Now, the benefit of our clients is for your younger investors, for your children, grandchildren, things like that, you have access to your team. You already have us in place. But if you're just listening to this in when I say your kids, your kids, your grandchildren, they can ask us. You know this. I hope you know this. They can ask us questions. We talk to the families and children of our clients often. But if you're just listening to this and you're a younger investor and this title caught your eye, listen to these things. Set up your habits. Set up your have it be automatic. Write out your goals. No kidding. Write out your goals. It really, really helps. Strive for a 10% savings. Strive for and set goals when you're going to achieve that. You might miss it, and that's okay. Just keep swinging at it. Strive for maximizing your 401k. Consider a cash value life insurance policy. See what that looks like. Put your team together. Pay attention to these little critical items I told you about, and it's going to go a long way for you. And check in every single year. If you have questions, you can reach out to us at questions@attleborowealth.com. That's questions@attleborowealth.com. If you want more information, you can visit our website at attleborowealth.com. I hope that was helpful for you today. It is now 11:01. This is it for our weekly webinar. We reviewed some fun updates from the Slott group. We went over the investment markets and what happened in November and last week. And then we talked about in our Financial 15 about tips for younger investors. I hope it was helpful for you today. I hope it was beneficial. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Have a great week. Take care.